Pakistani people are extremely kind. And I don't say that as a compliment, but as a personal and a sincere experience. The kindness is there everywhere. People are constantly smiling, even if you are in a difficult situation, always ready to help you and to make you happy. For a diplomat, I think this is something essential for a foreigner to feel good in a country. And I must say, Pakistan is a perfect destination for diplomats. Another important characteristic that facilitates the life of a diplomat is the Pakistani hospitality. It's not only here in the capital, but also in other parts of the country. I had the privilege to visit. So you see a very happy ambassador in Pakistan. I could speak a lot and very long about Belgium, but I must say the magazine you have in front of you tells all what I should have to explain you tonight. But I think it would be better to have questions and answers and to have an interactive evening. I must thank Mr. Hussain for publishing this magazine since a couple of years already, 10 years. Second publication since I arrived here, and I must say this is an excellent document that summarizes, not only summarizes, but explains in details what Belgium is, what is the history, what is the constitution, we have the monarchy, how are the relations between the people and monarchy. One could think that the monarchy is something irrational and an obsolete concept, but no, in Belgium monarchy is very popular and is an element of union in a country where you have a big cultural and linguistic diversity. The magazine also explains the economic relationship between Pakistan and Belgium, and also stresses the activities of Belgium, Luxembourg, Pakistan Business Forum. So, an excellent document to give an overview of our bilateral relation. Since my arrival in August 22, many things happened. We first started with the floods, and in the previous capacities, I had the opportunity in 2010 to intervene and to persuade the Belgian government to help the Pakistanis during the floods in 2010. So having just arrived here in August, I immediately saw that the rains were exceptional and that we would have problems. So we anticipated somehow the catastrophe, and Belgium was the first country to donate tents. It was a rather symbolic donation, but made at a critical moment before the Pakistani government launched its international flash appeal. It was a symbolic donation of 300 tents, but with that we were able to harbor 1,800 people in the most critical phase of the floods, when water was invading villages, etc., and when people had to leave their house in emergency. Later, we also donate a water purification installation with chemical products, and we train the servants of NDMA to use that material. So that was my first initiative here in this country, and I must say the contacts we had at that time with NDMA were extremely professional, extremely efficient. That's also the first good experience. And then we had different high-level political meetings. All prime ministers met, unfortunately, never here in Islamabad. The first time it was in New York. The second time it was in, I think in Geneva. No, in Davos. Prime Minister Delogne met Prime Minister Kaka in Davos. We had several meetings between our Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs visited Brussels in June. We had bilateral consultations. We also had a visit of a delegation of the Belgian Federal Parliament in Islamabad in January, just 1 year, no, 13 months ago now. So a lot of things that are happening. And we just take stock of living bilateral relation, and we see that there is no bilateral problem between our countries, no tension also. This is really an harmonious bilateral relation. So, if you have the privilege to have such a relation in a country where people are so kind, you can only be a happy ambassador. Business. Pakistan is confronted with a very difficult crisis. We encourage Pakistan to have a new agreement with the IMF. This is key to have a catalytic effect on other financial institutions and partners. This country needs reforms. We had elections, and now this election process goes on till the election, the indirect election of a new president. We hope that it will bring political stability and the reforms the country needs. I think the Belgian business community is not alone to expect that reforms will be made, will be implemented in order to improve the business environment. The turnover of foreign trade, in average, is about 1 billion euros every year. Now with an accident for Pakistan, but usually it's balanced. But the payment crisis here in Pakistan is a problem for our bilateral relation. I will not be too long, but I would like to finish this introduction by saying that the European Union is an important integration process in Europe. Belgium is a founding member of the European Union. Belgium is persuaded that consolidating international law, settling the problems by pacific negotiation, political negotiation, that's how we can guarantee our citizens a peaceful world. So we believe very much in multilateralism, and the European Union is somehow our jewel. It's important to stress here that the European Union is the first commercial partner of Pakistan, and the GSP plus regulation played an important role in this dynamic commercial relation. But it's also important to point out that the European Union is also the first development partner of Pakistan, not only the EU delegation here, but also the member states. So Belgium is also active through multilateral channels via the European Union and also other international institutions to help Pakistan to overcome the challenges, the problems, etc. So, as I told you, this is a very rich relation, a very intense one, and I'm now ready to answer your questions after having thanked you again for your presence here tonight. Thank you.